Hi, I'm Anastasia Surridge, Pro Designer on Zazzle, and today I'm going to show you how to copy and paste lines of text in your document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this design. Normally you'd go in and personalize the template here for all the lines of text that you need. What you need to do is click on the Click to Customize Further button, and then that will open up the design editor. In this example, I'm going to show you how to add 2 more lines of text for your for the meals, but it doesn't matter. The process is the same whether you need to add meals or lines of text for anything else. So this is a trifold. Trifolds are tricky. So on the left-hand side, you'll see there's various different areas that you're designing in. So in this case, this is the inside first panel. I'm going to close that. Now you can see the inside middle, inside last, inside background, inside outside inner flap, outside middle, and outside cover and outside background. So if it's just a plain 5x7 or normally a flat invitation, it'll have 2 sides. It'll just say front and back. So you just click the line where you need to be. Now it's not the inside middle that I need, so I'll just go down here to the last panel. You can highlight on the on the layer, and it should show you what is inside. So here we are. So what we need to do in this case, I'm going to add 2 more meal choices. So if you look down on the left hand side, you'll see all the layers that are involved in this inside last panel. There's quite a number of them. So I'm actually, just for my sake, because I know what I'm dealing with here, I'm just going to group these layers together just to get them out of my workspace, because those are the design elements. I'm also going to group together the lines of text that you can't do anything with up here. So these lines of text are all the editable text, and I'm going to see that is the top. I don't need to worry about that, so I won't ungroup that. This layer of text is what I'm working with, so I'm going to ungroup that. Now, let's say I want to add another meal choice here and another meal choice here. Going down on the left, you'll see that there is a line of text. Then you've got the box, and then you've got the entree. Okay, so this box and that entree are what we need to highlight, because that box goes with that entree choice. So while if I just highlight one at a time, I'm never going to be able to copy them the way I want to. So press on one of these layers, doesn't matter which one, and then hold down Control and then click on the other one. And you see how that now highlights the 2 of them? Now go up here to Text and add your other meal option. So let's add beef. Okay, I just made a liar out of myself. Okay, forget I did that. Show you another way. So I just press Control Z to undo that action. So what we want to do is the exact same thing here, but only for the meal choice. Sorry, it's early morning and I'm not quite awake yet. So we'll put beef there. Now, the other thing that we need to do is we need to copy. So you've essentially, okay, you see how this says menu choice 1 on the chicken layer? That is a template item. That means that you can go into that layer and change the text in that field. You could essentially copy, go up here, click copy, and paste it. But the thing is, you'd be pasting 2 templates, and as soon as you changed one, it would change the other one. So you're having the same exact field duplicated, and that's not what we want to do. But what we want to duplicate is we want to duplicate all the information from the font. So we want the same font, we want the same size, and all of that. So that's why we went up here and having highlighted the chicken layer, we went text and created the beef layer, because when you create text from a layer of highlighted text, it creates the same kind of text. If I'd gone up here and where it says by September 20, if I'd highlighted that line and pressed text, I would have got another line that looked exactly like that with all cap serif font that's not italicized, and I wanted the lowercase italicized font. So you with me? I mean, it's obviously it's uppercase because that's how I typed it, but it's actually a different font than the italicized font. So what we want to do now is we want to go down here to the rectangle, and we want to go copy and paste the rectangle, because that it's not a template, and you can't do anything about that. So now having highlighted the rectangle, press Control and highlight beef as well, and then you can move these as a group, right? Don't worry about the fact that beef is off-centered at the moment. Okay, so that's about where I want to place it. So I'm going to ungroup them. The rectangle line, because it's at the top of all of these lines of all of these layers, you can move it. If it was not at the top, you'd be grabbing onto other layers. See these rectangles around everything that I'm hovering over? The Zazzle Design Editor is picking those things, and it's a bit of a pain the way it works sometimes. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to start grabbing other layers. So it's just easiest to work with the layer that's on top. Now beef, we want to justify that to the left. I actually thought that it would stay justified left, but it didn't. We want to make the text field smaller, and then we want to move it over here and bring this end bit in to about there. Okay, so that's how you would add another choice. You can go into that and just edit it to have it say whatever you want. You know, you could have done that at the beginning. Now, if you want to make more layers, all you do is now copy beef, because it's not a template field. You can just take both of these, highlight them, copy, and paste. Unless it makes a liar out of me and says you can't do two at the same time. Okay, you can't do two at the same time. Just learned something there. Copy, paste. It's not working like... okay, it did. Interesting. So it just took a bit of time to copy and paste that. I didn't realize it was doing that. Like I said, it's early in the morning for me, and I actually thought I was in Photoshop. So that's good to know. So now you have two lines of text here. So highlight the first layer, press Control, highlight the second layer, and now move these down. So when I moved it over, I didn't show you. See these little green lines? That tells you that the horizontal lines tell you that this new layer is exactly matched up. See the top, the middle, and the bottom layer is exactly aligned with the fish layer on the left. And when you had these vertical lines there, it's exactly in alignment as well with the line above it. So just change that text to whatever you want. Just have it say pork, for example. And there you go. Now you've added your other selections. I have another video that shows you how to place things and reorganize things if you need to. In this example, I don't need to reorganize the layers, but you might need to group these and change them, and maybe you want a vegan one over here, so there's 3 and 3 instead of 4 and 2, but you know, have a look on my YouTube channel for that, and you can follow the directions on how to do that. But for this purpose, I just wanted to show you how to add a couple of more layers. So there you go. That's how you do it. Then just click Done. And when the rest of your invitation is designed the way you want it to, then you just go ahead and press, well, in my case, it's not Sell It, because I'm a designer, so that's what I have. You would just add it to your cart. Okay, I hope this helps.